In this video, I want to break down the 3 things you can do that gives you a higher chance of getting a good remortgage. When you're remortgaging, you need to make sure that you get the process started nice and early, or you end up on the lender's standard variable rate. My name is Anthony from Bulk Mortgages. If you want to find out more details about the house buying process and the mortgage process, press like and subscribe now. The first tip to making sure the remortgage process goes for as smooth as possible is being prepared. A lot of people will wait a month before their current mortgage deal expires before they actually start going out and looking at deals. And the downsides to this is same as a standard process. When you're buying a house, the lenders still need to check through your documents to make sure that the underwriters are happy to lend you the money. So the best thing you can do is start looking into this at least 3 to 6 months before your deal expires, so they can have a look at what options are available for you. The reason you need to do this nice and early is if you do leave it too late, you do go on the lender's standard variable rate, and because of that, your interest rates and payments will tend to jump up a lot once your current deal expires. The best thing you can do is lock in the rates nice and early, because if the rates continue to go up between now and your mortgage expiring, and you've locked that deal in, you still qualify for that cheaper deal that you've locked in with the lender up front. On the other side of that, if the rates do start coming down, for example, if you've submitted the application in month 6, by month 3 there's cheaper rates out there, you can remortgage with a different lender, cancel the first one, and then qualify for the cheaper deal. So you pretty much have your cake and eat it. You get to benefit from locking your rates in if they go up. If it goes down, you can just look at a different lender because you've been prepared and had lots of time to look into that before your mortgage deal expires. Tip number 2 is checking your credit score. Although you have the property already, lenders still want to have a look at your credit score to make sure A, if they lend you the money, you're going to keep up with your mortgage payments, and it will reduce the risk of them lending you the money and you not paying. The reason you want to check your credit score in advance is it gives you a rough idea as to which lenders will and won't accept you when your mortgage advisor is looking through the process of getting your remortgage sorted. A quick tip on making sure that you do qualify for the cheaper deals is making sure that you aren't behind on any payments. So if you do have any payments at the moment that should be set up on direct debits that aren't, my advice is to get them set up so it reduces the risk of you ever missing anything. Tip number 3 is making sure that you've still got your documentation ready and in order as if you would with a standard mortgage process. One of the reasons being, the underwriters still want to double check to make sure that your pay slips stack up with how much that they want to lend you. You've got your bank statements there to prove that your spending habits are all in check and you've not over leveraged yourself in debt. So having these in front and prepared in advance allows the mortgage advisor to do the research and have a look at what lenders out there would give you the better deal and potentially lend you the money that you needed. This is especially true if you are self-employed, because same as applying for a standard mortgage when you're going for a purchase, they still want to see the last 2 years worth of proof of how much profit your business has turned over. So it's worth having these ready up front so the advisor you're speaking to knows whether we have to stay with your current lender because the affordability isn't there, or whether they can source the market for a potential better deal for you. And the documents that you need when you're going through the remortgage process is the same as a purchase. You still need to prove your income with pay slips or your last 2 years worth of accounts. You still need to have your copies of IDs, bank statements, and also potentially any proof of deposits if you're putting extra funds into the mortgage when you're paying some off. A bonus tip for you as well is that when you're going through the remortgage process, you can potentially raise money for home improvements or potentially debt consolidation. So as long as you have the receipts and rough quotes for proof of works, because lenders do sometimes need these, it can speed up the time to get the mortgage offer issued, because sometimes lenders want to see proof of the works that's going to be carried out on the property, and if you've got these quotes to send over at the forefront, it can massively reduce the time of going backwards and forwards, and they can just agree the mortgage straight away for yourself. When it comes to the debt consolidation process as well, every lender is slightly different, so if that is something you're looking at raising money for, my advice is to speak with your advisor and they can explain what information that they would need, and being honest and upfront about this allows the mortgage advisor to have better conversations with the lenders and have a higher chance of your mortgage being accepted. My name is Anthony from Bulk Mortgages, and if you want to find out more details about the house buying process, don't forget to press like and subscribe now.